What's going on, everybody? Me is Anime TV, and I'm back. So there was no preview for the Audi Cup, the match against AC Milan, yesterday, just because YouTube decided that apparently one of my videos inflicted a copyright. So yeah, they kind of took down my whole channel, which I thought normally you get 3 strikes, but YouTube decided, you know what, let's just take down the whole channel. So I had to, fill out an appeal and whatnot. And today I got a message saying, "Hey, your channel is back." So that was pretty fast. So that's why I'm back. Today, Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid, the kind of final that I was hoping for. But let's just before I start, doing a preview for that match, let's actually just talk about how we played yesterday. So yesterday, the first half especially was like one of the best first half that I've seen in a long time. Equal to the match that we played against FC Porto at home. The first half, we believe we scored 4 goals. I'm not too sure on the amount, but it was equally to that because the way we played yesterday. Every time AC Milan got the ball, we pressed them so badly that they couldn't string a few passes together. And don't get me wrong, AC Milan is a great team, but the thing about them in the last 2 seasons is that when they're on form, they look fantastic, but when they can't play their game, they look really bad. It's similar to the way that Arsenal plays. When they're on form, they're one of the best looking teams and one of the most exciting teams to watch. But when they can't play, then it just looks like it all crumbles apart. That's similar how AC Milan plays. So yeah, we really did well yesterday. I mean, you looked at some of the players that they had, and they couldn't get in the ball. Honda, he was basically invisible. 3 players for Bayern Munich that really stood out to me were Kimmich. He was excellent until he got injured. I don't think he's injured too serious. I think he'll come back, maybe play like the first match in the Bundesliga, or maybe play in the DFB Pokal on Saturday, I believe. I do think he was excellent. I kept praising him just because I think that he's gonna be the natural replacement for Xabi Alonso, just because he's a similar type of player, able to do the long range passing, which Gaudino and Højbjerg aren't able to do. So Kimmich, he was a great step. I think this season he's gonna get around 20 games, as a starter, and just to slowly integrate him. I think he's gonna get a few games in the Champions League, and then next season, he's gonna be a proper part of the team. I think next season is when he's gonna be full member, when he's going to have 30-40 games a season. So that's just the way I see it. I think I do have high hopes for him. I do have high hopes for Gaudino as well, but the thing about Gaudino is that his problems aren't his place. Gaudino's problems aren't the way he plays. His problems is he's not physical enough for the kind of position that he's supposed to play. He's not defensively aware, so that's what he has to work on, and that's why I think playing him in the second team for another year with a few regular minutes in the first team is going to be a great step for him. Højbjerg, he was fantastic last season when he was on loan at Augsburg, but he's not really shown the form that he showed in Augsburg with Bayern Munich. So I don't know what will happen to him. I think if we were to give him on loan, that he wouldn't come back. That's just my opinion. I think that he'd actually stay, but I personally think that he's not quite ready yet to play regular first team football, but we'll see. It's only pre-season, so we can't judge that really. But anyway, Kimmich was an amazing player yesterday. Douglas Costa again was an amazing player. I mean, Ribery, he's gonna be in trouble. Ribery's gonna be in serious trouble when he comes back, just because Douglas Costa looks like he doesn't want to give up that position, and the way he's been playing, he shouldn't give up that position. Honestly, if we talk about on form, how he's playing right now. I do think he needs to improve on his shooting. I said that before, but because he had a great chance yesterday where he for once wasn't selfish. He picked up the ball, ran past everyone, and for once he wasn't selfish and he actually shot with his right foot. Diego Lopez did a great save, but then on the second try, which he just looked like he just tried to power it instead of place it. Although the keeper, Diego Lopez was already on the floor. So I think he just needs to better judgment. I think that's just purely down to judgment. Obviously, because he just thought that he didn't have time, but he had a lot of time to do the second shot. So that's just the way I think that he needs to improve on the judgment. But that will come naturally with game time and naturally, with playing. So that's understandable. I do hope that he's going to score 15 to 20 goals this season. I hope that he scores his first goal today against Real Madrid. But getting on to Real Madrid in a second. The last player that really impressed me was Boateng. Now, don't get me wrong, Vidal impressed me as well, but I kind of expect Vidal to perform. Same thing with Boateng, obviously, but with Vidal, it was like an okay game. He only played a half in that first half. He was okay. He wasn't spectacular, but he was just okay. But the player that, like I said, really impressed me was Boateng, just because Boateng, when he got the ball, he did the passes that you normally expect from an Alonso, the long range passes that he's also known for. But he was really accurate, and he did a lot of through balls, so that was excellent. Kept the pressure on the AC Milan midfield and defenders as well, as he would just play beyond the midfield, and it would work. Now, the goals, pretty amazing. I mean, Lewandowski's goal, pretty spectacular. But the real match is today. Yes, the real match is today versus AC Milan versus Real Madrid, and Tottenham is gonna play against AC Milan for the third place. We're gonna play against Real Madrid to see who's gonna win. Oh boy! Now, watching Real Madrid yesterday, they lacked energy. They really did lack energy. They were just countering. That was the main thing. They were just countering, and the counters weren't as effective as they're supposed to be. So if they're playing like that today, then they'll be in serious trouble. But obviously, it's Real Madrid, so I think they're going to step it up. I think they're going to be similar to how we used to be, where we just play to the level of the opposition, because they're still in pre-season. We're both still in pre-season, although our season basically starts next week. But they've still got a lot more time. So I think that today they'll play proper. I think that today we'll see them go all out, and I think it'll be a very tight match. I think it will be a 2-0 or a 2-1 for us. I do think we'll win, just because I think that we're basically too far into pre-season already. We're basically starting our season, so we're basically already on that form level. And the way I've seen us press in the first half against AC Milan, if we do that same thing to a Real Madrid, who aren't as far in the pre-season as us, then I do think they'll be in serious trouble. But obviously, that all depends on form of the day. I do think we're gonna win. I'm normally not confident about a win. Against top team, I'm normally not confident about a win, but a Real Madrid without a Ronaldo is basically us without a Robin. That's basically the way it is. And Robin, he might play, he might not play. Yesterday he got a rest, so I think maybe today he'll play. But even if he doesn't play, we still have Costa, who is a dangerous player, and the problem will be his speed. Because Ramos and Pepe, they're the central midfield, the central defenders, obviously, but they are okay. They're not fast. They're just okay. And obviously the right back and left back, depending on who plays. So let's say Danilo on the right, and obviously the left back, Marcelo, who I couldn't remember, so I had to do an edit and take. I think Marcelo especially, he's quite fast, but the thing is that he's very attacking, so he'll be able to get picked off by Douglas Costa. Obviously depending on where he plays. I do think one half he might play on the right, and the second half he might play on the left, with him and Robin switching. Because many people don't realize, but Robin is actually great on the left. He plays for us. He plays as a right winger, but early in his career he played as a left winger. And he was still great in that position, and I do think that he's able to still play on the left. The only reason why essentially he plays on the right wing for us is because of Lam, so that they can do the overlapping runs. Obviously, when Van Gaal came, they did the inverted system, so that you have a left-footed player on the right and a right-footed player on the left, so they can actually shoot, as well as wait for an overlapping player and then pass it to him. So I do think Real Madrid's problem will be defense. In terms of midfield, it's difficult to say who's got a better midfield, just because they're gonna probably play Modric, Kroos, and potentially Isco, whereas we're gonna be playing, depending obviously on the system, but we're probably gonna be playing maybe Alonso. Kimmich will be out, so Alonso, Vidal, maybe Thiago. It really depends with how Pep was going to play. If he's going to play a 3-4-3 or 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, which I really doubt that. 4-3-2-1, 4-3-1-2. I mean, there is no real formation with Pep. It's mainly just a you've got an area, protect that area kind of thing. But if you don't, if you have to leave that area, that's no problem. Like I said, I think it's going to be a 2-0 or a 2-1. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. This was Mirza Mir TV. As always, rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Peace out, have a nice day, and I'm back. Oh yeah.